Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. Yes, this video is a little bit different, but our son is finally here. Now, his name is Leon. I don't know why I'm getting him so fast, but if you can't tell, I'm a little bit uncomfortable holding babies. His name is Leon. Do anybody guess where that comes from? Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. We both really liked the game, and at the very beginning of our relationship, we both talked about it a lot, and it's something we kind of bonded over. So when we found out we were having a boy, it was almost immediate. We knew we wanted to name him Leon.
Yep. My papa's name was Steven. Everybody called him Steve, but all the men in my family, there's always one generation with the name Steven. My uncle Shane is Stephen Shane. My brother is Isaac Stephen. So his middle name is Stephen, and his other one's James. You want to explain that one?
That was my grandfather. He died when I was young, but he had such a presence in my life, even at such a young age, that I knew I wanted to respect his memory by naming my son after him.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same here. My papa, grandfather, and my grandma, they raised me, and he passed away in 2022. So, got to name him after Papa. He does not like my beard whenever I'm holding him.
No.
Sometimes it tickles his face.
And he gets a little mad.
Yeah, my hair bothers him too a little bit, but as you can see, my hair is quite a bit longer than my wife's.
Yeah.
It kind of bothers him sometimes, but, it is what it is. I ain't getting rid of it.
No. He'll get used to it. It'll be alright. Hi, handsome. He was born January 19th of this year, clearly. Which, ironically, in 1990, on January 19th, the movie Tremors was released. And that's another thing that me and Tyler really both enjoy, is those movies.
Whose birthday was it? Somebody's birthday too? Was it Dolly Parton?
No. I'll have to look.
Anyway, some famous celebrity has a same birthday as him. So that's kind of cool. How'd you find that anyway?
I googled January 19th important things.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
No. I found the Tremors thing because we were arguing over when Tremors was released. You thought it was the 20th, but it was the 19th. He likes this thing sometimes, and then other times he does not want it at all. If he starts screaming, I'm apologizing. He's a newborn. He's a week and 2 days old.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a week and 2 days. He's still tiny.
When he was born, he was 6 pounds, 13 ounces, and 20 inches long. So, not that big of a baby, really.
No, he's a tiny boy.
All the nurses fell in love with him.
Oh, yes, they did. One night, he was out there with all the nurses so me and Tyler could get some sleep because he just would not cooperate. He was in a bad mood. And I opened the door to go get him back that morning, and all I hear from the nurses stand is, his hair is blonde. No, it's brown. No, it's red. They couldn't figure out what color hair he had, and we didn't know until he got his first bath here that he actually has my natural hair color.
Sandy blonde.
Yeah.
Also, probably should have started with this. If the room looks a little bit girly, it's because this half of the room is my wife's. My side is over there, and there's about, 40, 50 guns and a whole bunch of guitars, stuff like that. I have a literal store shelf of ammo. But this side belongs to her.
Yes. On this side of the room is my figurines, which I'll probably show you guys one of my figurines, and a tapestry, and just all the stuff I like. We split the room down the middle, and he could do what he wanted with this half, and I could do with what I wanted on this half. Him coming into this world was not easy at all. It was honestly kind of terrifying. 2 days before he was born, I was taking our neighbor some groceries because he's in a wheelchair and couldn't get out. And we had some pretty rough weather, so the man that normally gets his groceries couldn't do it for him. Well, I fell and landed directly on my stomach, so we had to go to the hospital. And we were there for about 4 or 5 hours, and They checked me out, said I was fine, so they sent me and him home. 2 days later, on the 19th, I wake up and I'm feeling contractions every 2 minutes. So I just start walking around the house, you know, trying to combat the contractions. About an hour into it, I come in here and I wake him up and I'm like, hey, I'm in labor. Pants, shoes, let's go. Well, we had an ice storm here. Well, not ice, snowstorm here the night before. So the entire, like, roads, everything covered in snow and ice. So we were trying to find someone with four-wheel drive to take us to the hospital because I didn't want to go in an ambulance because I was afraid they wouldn't let him ride with me.
Right. The only person that was available with the four-wheel drive was Josh's uncle. Well, we sort of ran out of time for him to come get us.
Now for this next part, if you're a little bit squeamish, you might want to skip a few minutes. While Tyler was getting ready, I thought my water had broke. And I look on the floor and it's just a massive pool of blood. So I go to the bathroom and I am just still bleeding. Tyler comes out there and he looks at me and he says, we have no time, we're calling an ambulance. So we call the ambulance and we get loaded up and head to the hospital. We get into the OB/OR, which is the labor and delivery OR. And I get checked 3 different times by 2 separate nurses and the doctor. Now, the doctor had already prepped one patient for a C-section. So he looked at me and he said, I will be right back. And then it's your turn. He said, we have to get him out now. I had a placental abruption and I was hemorrhaging. After he left, he was gone about 5 minutes or so. Not very long. I think he sped through that other person's C-section. They take me back to this room, and when the first time you ever see like a surgery room, it's really off-putting and it's really scary. Like, it's bright lights, it's cold, there's people in like hospital gowns and stuff, well, you know, scrubs, and it's just really scary. They put me on this table and they give me the epidural. They have you put your knees to your chest and one nurse holds your legs and one nurse holds your back, and they tell you to take a deep breath and you're going to feel a sharp pain and then some warmness up and down your back. They put the epidural in, and a few minutes later, I feel absolutely nothing, like from the waist down. And they give me some medicine to like calm me, because I guess my my blood pressure kept going up because I was so nervous. A few minutes later, Tyler walks in, and they have the baby on the table, like over off onto the side. They didn't even give him time to put his like dad uniform on for the hospital, like for the surgery room. They had to get him out immediately. So Tyler got to see him on the table. He didn't get to see like him come out, like from the C-section.
Basically, they had went into the procedure really fast, and there was not enough time for me to get my scrubs on to be in the room, so I did miss his birth.
Unfortunately. But he did get to see them clear out his lungs so he could take his first breath. He was born not breathing. Which, all I remember from that is yelling, is he okay? Is he okay? And one nurse just turned around and looked at me and said, everything is fine.
He had swallowed and inhaled a bunch of her blood is what it was, but he was fine.
An epidural will make you extremely loopy. To the point, my first words about my newborn son when they brought him over for me to look at was, ew, He's sticky. And he's only got one eyelash.
His eyelashes were stuck together.
Yeah. The nurses thought that was hilarious. So they start stitching me back up. And we go back to the recovery room. I don't remember anything from the point that I am saying, ew, he's sticky, and only has one eyelash, until me, Tyler, and Leon here are in the mommy and baby wing of the hospital. I don't remember being in the recovery room. I don't remember his mom apparently being there. I don't remember any of it. I just remember going from the surgery to the mommy and baby room.
After he was born, we ended up having to stay for 4.5 days in the hospital just because what happened with her was a little bit more complex than most C-sections are, which is fine. We kind of enjoyed the hospital stay, nice and quiet, just us and the baby. My brother did stop by and he brought me some food. I hadn't eaten a couple days at that point. Hospital food was
not great.
It wasn't good, and they did not give us anything we had asked for on their little menu. She's allergic to onions, so they gave us onions, which that was very nice of them.
I don't think they did that on purpose. That was the first night, and they didn't have time to ask us, so they brought us lasagna. And thankfully, he took a bite first, and he said, "Don't put that in your mouth." And I was like, "Okay." There was breadsticks.
Lasagna was pretty good. But yeah, my brother, after a couple days, did manage to bring me some bacon and, well, bacon jerky and some Viennese sausages. I am on the keto diet, if you didn't know.
I am back on the diet. I'm back on the keto diet now.
Thanks, Isaac. The next day, Josh stopped by, him and his wife did, and they brought us some energy drinks. That was a huge welcome.
I had waited 9 months for a Mango Fiesta Monster, and I drank it in 9 seconds.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
I tell you what, guys, the bed they give guests in the hospital, it would have been more comfortable to sleep on that hard tile floor. Not that I'm concerned with my own, comfort, obviously, but it was just terrible. The couch folds out into a bed, and it's completely flat, hard as a rock, and leather. So when you're laying on it, you just kind of slide around everywhere. It's, again, totally flat. Your head cannot be supported by it. The pillows are rubber. The blankets they give you are paper-thin sheets. But I was happy to be there.
Yeah. The water pressure was terrible. But I couldn't get out of the bed for the first 16 hours after the C-section. Like, from the time I had gotten the C-section till the first time I stood up, it had been 16 hours. So standing and moving around was horrible. He had to help me with everything, including drying off after a shower. Like, I physically could not do it by myself.
Nope. So after about 4.5, close to 5 days, we got to come home. My mom came and picked us up. We stopped at Walmart and got some formula and some diapers, things like that, and headed home. And since then, we've kind of just been hanging out in this room, taking care of the baby. That's about it. This past Saturday, me and Josh did actually manage to go out and film a few videos. So that was pretty fun. Was, like I said, been stuck in the house a few days. And we hadn't really got to film anything over the last 2-3 weeks because, again, here in Kentucky, it's been nothing but 5 inches of snow and pouring rain. So cold outside you can't breathe. But we finally managed to have some more videos filmed, and you know what I mean. And to the Patreon supporters, I'm sorry that videos are slow right now. It's kind of hard to film. My brother is staying here right now, and I don't want to bother him when he's sleeping with the videos. I do film them at night, if you didn't know. But we will be back on a regular schedule very soon.
We had an amazing nurse the last 2 days we were there. I'm not going to say her name just because, you know, we don't want to... We don't know what her feelings about social media or the internet are.
Nope.
But she was fantastic, and we absolutely loved her. To the point we're going to be sending her a gift here in the next couple of days.
Yeah, she was awesome. We were really tired by the night of the third day, like running on an hour or 2 hours of sleep a day. So she come in there. He was just having a real bad night, crying all that stuff. So she comes in and looks at Shaylin, and she was like, "I'm taking him. You guys get some sleep." So that was a
blessing.
Yeah, we needed some sleep really bad.
It looks like little Mr. Leon has finally gone to sleep, and I think we're gonna get off here and put him down in his bassinet and get some sleep ourselves.
Right. We just wanted to make this video because we were trying to get him to sleep, honestly, and thought it'd be interesting to some of you guys. If it was, let us know. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give us a thumbs down. We don't care. It was still fun to make.
Yeah. If you guys want updates on his life, I will be posting shorts on my YouTube channel. It is just my name, Shaylin McDavid. They'll be few and far between because I'm terrible at the internet.
You'll get better at it. If you guys seen any of our early videos, they're bad. We know they're bad. You can only get better over time, though. So again, if you want to see life updates or anything like that, I'm sure we'll do them here too. But her channel is, again, Shaylin McDavid. It's just her name. Yeah, guys, he's asleep now, so I think we'll sign it off here. We want to thank you for watching. This was a pretty interesting video to make. Hope you guys like him, future Shotgun Scientist here. But, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye.